Howdy YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Gunman Raw. So today we're going to be smashing a couple of coats of clear down on this White Pearl Nissan Patrol. I decided to start the video out here because I don't really feel like yelling above the noise of the spray booth and the spray gun. So I'll give you a quick intro, see how I go. I may not feel like yelling above that noise when we're in the booth, so just a quick intro. It's actually not, it's not that loud in here. And well, on that note, I've actually noticed that the DV1 spray gun, which I'm using now, it actually is quieter than the Pro Light. It is noticeably quieter than the Pro Lights. So like at the same pressure, it will be noticeably quieter. Anyway, we'll get you guys inside here. Yeah. No, I'm actually feeling okay. I can talk. It's just that I remember sometimes it's just getting exhausting trying to like yell over the top of the spray gun and the spray booth. But as long as you mic check 1 2 1 2, as long as you can hear me, I think we can talk at this level. So this one here, I've started doing them a little bit differently. So yeah, 1.5 bar on that gauge equals 2 bar down the bottom. Like if you were to get a gauge, and I've done it actually, if you were to get a gauge and put it there, exactly the same, you'll set it, that will read 2 bar, that will read 1.5. So either way, so what I've been doing is like sanding the primer now instead of just doing a wet on wet procedure. And they've been coming up so much nicer, I tell you what. It's not just a little bit, it's a lot, it's a big difference. Yeah, I just had enough of all the dieback that I was getting. More orange peel, you'll get, because you got the orange peel from the primer. Like you're kind of setting yourself up to fail nearly. But we've also started paint stripping them, because these jobs have to be, we have to take off the factory paint, and we were using paint stripper, but it was killing me. That's basically the long and the short of it. That paint stripper was killing me. I just had to ban it from the shop. It was either it or me. I don't think I would have lasted another month. If the boss just refused to do anything about it, I would have had to seriously consider my future in this trade, or at the very least in this shop. And I already was starting to. No, that's not coming out, that's in the base coat. It's a little bit of fluff. That's annoying. A little black bit of fluff. Always the way on the White Pearl. Depending on where they are and how big they are, you can get away with them. Sometimes they just look like a bit of dust, like sitting on top of it. I mean, they can look like that. Yeah, so why did I choose this gun? Because I wanted to. Oh, that's pretty obvious answer. No, it's because I wanted to smash the clear on. Like, this is a DV1 Gambler. We actually did a giveaway on this. So C2 1.3. I went to 1.3, yeah, just to get a nice amount of material on it. So it's basically similar to the TE20 1.3. But yeah, if you could compare it to a Pro Light, that would be like the best comparison. The C2 just gets a bit more material on, and that's what I wanted for this. Like yeah, it's full respray. You've got a bit of a license to yeah, do it the whole, as long as the whole job is even, you can get sort of whatever finish that you like, as long as the whole car's sort of consistent.
So yeah, look, on a white, I'm not going for dead flat. Like I don't feel as if, yeah, I mean I want it nice and flat, but not full dead flat, right? If I wanted dead flat, I'd probably be choosing the Supernova. I went through a phase of using that a lot recently, and then, I don't know, variety is the spice of life. I don't like using the same clear gun all the time. I get bored. Yeah, sometimes it's as simple as that. Just like to change it up. But yeah, jobs have been coming up much nicer since I've been sanding the clear coat. Makes a big difference, it really does. Yes, it increases the amount of time that you take on the job, but I see it as being worth it. We had a rep come through last week and we had a black one. It was one of the first ones that I did while sanding the Prado, and he was like really impressed. Really impressed. He's like, oh man, I want that on my car. That's what he said. He's like, oh, my car will look like that. So that's good feedback. So yeah, look, being a 3-layer pill, that's why I'm painting the doors at the same time, but you may have noticed there's not really much room in here. I don't really like to paint so close to the walls, but you may also notice that I did put some fresh plastic on there. Last week I did a Manta, and the two front doors next to the wall got lots of little bits of dust in it, and I think it came off the wall. But in saying that, I have noticed 3-stage pearls, for whatever reason, they seem to come up quite clean. These white pearls, they seem to always come up pretty nice. I'm always pretty happy with them anyway. You also may notice that I didn't put my first coat of clear on the edges. I don't find it necessary. And all what I'm doing here, I can't really see the reflection. I'm just painting on muscle memory. I know the speed, I know the distance. I'll get the eye in once I've finished, but I'm pretty confident this is what I'm looking for. You become like a robot after so many years. It does become relatively easy. What's that? Oh, there's one big chunk, but that'll probably polish out. Yeah, that's fine. That's all it needed. I'll slow down a bit on the second coat, turn that pressure down just a touch. So how's that looking? Yeah, that's flashed off nicely. I've got the 105 clear with the 520 thinner. I do prefer the 530, but they're running out of it. They actually discontinued the 530 thinner. I do have some left, but yeah, I saved that for the Mazdas. So the 530 is the slow thinner, I believe. I mixed up 2 litres of clear for this job. Looking like it's going to be pretty bang on. I actually have started using a little bit more clear deliberately. I think I mentioned it in some other videos. Whether or not I uploaded them, I don't know, but yeah, so what I was doing previously is going ultra skinny on my first coat and then bang it on the second coat. Still probably holding off a little bit, to be fair, but yeah, well, I was doing that to stop the solvent boil, but it turns out it's always the way. You go away and then you come back with a fresh idea. So I had a couple of weeks off, and then I came back and I had a fresh idea to maybe not bake it so hot, and that got rid of the solvent boil. So now I've found I can spray this 105 clear the way that I like to spray normal clear, just by smashing it on. I do like to heat it up though. So 1.5. As I said, we'll do the edges on the second coat. Another thing I like to do, so when I put the base coat on, obviously, so what I did is I did a white primer. That's one thing I do like about PPG. They still have a white primer. Sandal, for some silly reason, got rid of their white primer, so now you've only got a very light grey. But, you know, 3-layer build, man, you really want that white primer. I don't mind if I have to put a second coat on to get it covered. That was the excuse the reps gave me, the standoff dress. They said, oh, people were complaining that the white primer wasn't covering. And, well, I mean, for those people, I would have just said, look, use the light grey. It will cover. But now you've removed the option for everybody. Like, at least, just, yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit annoying. But, hey, I don't use standoffs, I don't really care. Either way, it's all good. Yeah, I've actually grown to... I actually don't hate or even really dislike PPG. I just criticise it where I think it's necessary. I'm known for being a PPG hater, but I actually don't hate PPG. I just don't appreciate being treated like I'm an asshole by the paint rep. That's my biggest issue. And I also, yeah, look, I've been over it, so I can't really be bothered rehashing all the issues that I do have with it, but yeah. It's actually looking really good. Pretty damn flat, really, all things considered. That's looking good. And another thing that I do is I bake the base coat for 20 minutes before I clear. That's to stop some of the dye back. So yeah, I've basically absolutely mastered this stuff. I really have. I've gotten crazy good at spraying this PPG EnviroBase. And yeah, like I'm at the point where, man, there's not much I don't know about this system. And I've like I said, nailed it, absolutely nailed it. I've taken the time that it requires to get there. Again, I just don't know what the reps have got against me. Really, it's not in their best interest to be like taking such a combative angle towards particularly someone in the media. Like I am in the spray painting media, like it or not. I know it's like you would think it's in their best interest to be kind of, you know, nice and polite, not assholes to the people who are using your product and reviewing it and talking about it. You would think they would want to be nice to me, but that's not what I get. It's very strange. Fragile egos. Yep, I'm happy with that. So far, it's looking really good. And that should hold a nice cloth Look, I'm expecting a little bit of dieback. You do get it with all 3 layers, right? But yeah, being that I did bake it for 20 minutes at 70 degrees, of course I've done my best to minimize it. Do a little top up. It's looking like we're going to pretty much use most of that clear anyway. Maybe be left with 100 mils or something. Well, this is me. This is my Monday, guys. Big day, I guess. I haven't done much on YouTube lately because just, I don't know, a bit tired. Haven't been feeling it. Yeah, it's really hard to get that reflection on those whites. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, I did 1 or 2 of these and I was borderline not enough. So I have actually started putting an extra coat of primer on just to increase that overall film thickness. Because I do go around with the paint thickness gauge or the micrometer and sort of keep an eye on how much we're putting on. More important when you're doing what I'm doing, like full resprays, you know. You want to get that kind of stuff pretty right. Lots of things will come into play. The kind of paint you're using, how much thinners you're putting in, how many coats you're putting on, so yeah, big job, big Monday. So sand, prep, prep, mask and paint on this one today. It's probably going to be about 3:30 as I waltz out of the booth. I'm here at 7 o'clock every morning, so all I did was remove the other job from the booth and then prep this one up. Yeah, big day, especially being a 3-layer pearl. Like the amount of blacks that you've got to do, it's pretty, yeah, it takes time consuming. But because I was talking about the white primer before, especially on these 3-layer pearls, it makes a big difference. So because of the white primer, I'm able to put 2 coats of the white base coat down, whereas if it was a light grey, you would just have to put that 3rd coat of base coat down. You really would. So being able to cut that extra coat out, it saves material, it saves time, but most importantly, it improves the quality of the job. Like, yeah, the extra 10 minutes or the extra bit of material, that's here nor there, really. I mean, it's a bonus, we'll take it. But the important thing is that less is more with water-based base coat. So because no matter what, we do have to put down the 2 coats of pearl. If we can cut 1 coat of the base coat out, well, it's big. It's not negligible, you know. So it's definitely going to hold a better gloss because of that. But that's about it, guys. I'm pretty impressed with the material usage. Now I know how much I'm going to need for these patrols going forward when I paint them this way. So yeah, 2 litres. It's going to be pretty much bang on. That's all there. Does it need a bit more? Nah, I'd say it's okay. Maybe looked a little bit hungry in the clear. No, I think we leave well enough alone. So yeah, this one here got sanded down the entire car instead of paint strip, and it looks fine. There's no ripples in it. I'm really happy with that. Nice and clean, nice and glassy. Nice amount of material on it. Minimal orange peel. Geez, that was 20 minutes. That's a decent amount of time to pump 2 coats of clear down. Yeah, look at that. That's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah. Nice and clean, eh? Oh well, the detail has got a win on that one. Very, very clean job. Very clean. But I did mention that at the start. I've noticed they always come up clean, these 3 stages. I don't know exactly why. But yeah, even not putting wet on wet primer helps. I just found I always seem to get nibs in my wet on wet primer. But straight to base coat, I don't get it. So that's about it. You gotta love that Gunman sticker. Woohoo! Have a look at that guy. Shut your big mouth, Gunny. Get back to work. Rightio guys, until next time, get out there and paint some shit. There you go. DV1, C2, 1.3 digital from Spray Guns Direct. Support the channel by buying your equipment over there at Spray Guns Direct if you want to. Anyway, till next time, Gunman out.